Hello student, this is Pallab Darbari, your host, and you are watching Pallab Darbari classes. In this video, we will discuss Macroeconomics Class 12th, National Income and Related Aggregates, Chapter 1b, Volume 3. In this video, we will discuss National Income by Income Method. We will see and discuss the precautions regarding calculation of national income by income method. And at the end, we will discuss the numericals relating to national income by income method. Let us discuss the definition of income method. According to the income method, national income is estimated by aggregating all the factors income paid to the owners of factors of production within the domestic territory in an accounting year. In a very simple word, we can say that in the income method, all the monetary value of all the factor services received by the nominal resident of the country is considered in an accounting year. So what is national income? According to income method, it is the monetary value of all the services, factor services received by the normal resident of a country during an accounting year. Isn't factor income refers to the income received by the factors of production in return for the services provided by them in the production process. In a very simple word, we can say factor income is the consideration for the factor services. The factor income can be broadly classified into three categories. Number 1, compensation of employees. Number 2, operating surplus. And number 3 is mixed income of self-employed. Let us see the first one, that is compensation of employees. Listen, compensation of employees refers to the remuneration paid to the employees for rendering their services in the production process. So what is compensation of employees? It is the remuneration paid to the employees for rendering their services in the production process. Such compensation can be of the following type. Number 1, wages and salary. Number 2, allowances. Number 3, perquisites. And number 4 is employers' contribution to social security, such as pension, provident fund, etc. I repeat, compensation of employees may be in the form of salary and wages, allowances, perquisites, and employers' contribution to social security. Now let us see the next one, that is operating surplus. Listen, operating surplus refers to the income earned by the owners of land and enterprises. So operating surplus can be classified into the 4 categories. First one is rent, that is it refers to the income earned from the property. Then interest, again the income from the property. Then royalty, then the profit. So what is operating surplus? It refers to the income earned by the owner of property and enterprises. Profit can be further categorized into 3 categories. Number 1, dividend. Number 2, corporate tax. And number 3 is undistributed profit. Undistributed profit is the sum total of corporate savings and retained earning. So to calculate the profit, what we have to do? Firstly, we have to find out undistributed profit. How to find out undistributed profit? By adding corporate savings and retained earning. Under undistributed profit, we have to add dividend. Then we have to add corporate profit tax. So the sum total of the 3 items, that is dividend, corporate profit tax, and undistributed profit, is called profit. Now let us see the next component, that is mixed income of self-employed. Listen, mixed income of self-employed refers to the income of the self-employed person who use their own land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship to produce various goods and services In such cases, factor income, that is rent, wages, profit and capital, cannot be separately estimated. Clear? Now let us see the precautions that one has to follow at the time of opting the income method. The first precaution that we have to follow is that the transfer earnings such as old age pension, unemployment allowance are excluded from the estimation of national income. We don't have to consider transfer earning. The reason is, under the income method, only the earned income should be considered. These are the unearned income, so it is not considered at the time of calculating national income under income method. The second precaution is that income from illegal activities such as theft, gambling, etc. should not be included in the estimation of national income. The next is income from the sale and purchase of second-hand goods is also not included in the national income, but the commission brokerage on the sale and purchase of second-hand goods should be duly considered. Similarly, commission brokerage paid on the sale and purchase of shares and bonds should also be considered. The next precaution which we have to follow is windfall gains such as lotteries and capital gains are unearned income and thus are not included in the estimation of national income. Next, if the profit as a whole is included in the national income, then dividend, corporate tax, undistributed profit is not considered, because we have seen that the sum total of these three items is called profit. If the profit as a whole is considered under the national income, then the breakups of the profit should be ignored. The next thing is duties such as gift tax, death duty, wealth tax, etc. should not be included in the national income. Why? Because it is being paid out of the previous year income, so it is not considered. Now let us see the steps which is being followed while calculating the national income. National income, as I told you, is the sum total of the three items. The first is compensation of employees. Under it, wages, salary comes, allowances, perquisites, employers' contribution to old age benefits. Then we have to consider operating surplus, that is rent, interest, royalty, profit. The third item is mixed income of self-employed. After adding all three items, one will get domestic income, NDPFC, let us see and try to solve the question. In this question, wages and salaries are given, profit is given 700, dividend 150, operating surplus 500, mixed income of self-employed 300, employers' contribution to social security 100, old age pension 200, net indirect taxes 140, net factor income from abroad 70, employees contribution to social security 75. These are the items which is being given under it. Let us see what we have to do. Here we have to find out domestic income, that is NDPFC. As I told you, firstly what we have to do is we have to draw the format. Let's draw the format. Operating surplus, mixed income, here we get domestic income. Clear? Now read the item and put the values. Only these items should be considered which is being mentioned in the schedules. The item which is not being mentioned or not been written in the schedule should be ignored. Now let us put the value. Firstly, we have to consider wages, that is 400. Allowance is not being given to us, so we ignore it. Perquisites not given, ignore it. Employer's contribution is given to us, that is 100. So we consider. Listen, old age pension is not considered. Why? Because employer's contribution is the sum total of the contribution made by the employer to the employees. Under it, the gratuity, pension, provident fund, everything comes. So since the total is being given, so we don't consider the breakups of the employer's contribution. So only we consider 100. So the total of the compensation of the employees becomes 500. Then we consider operating surplus. Here the total of the operating surplus is given to us, that is 500. So we don't consider the individual item, that is rent, interest, royalty and profit. Why? Because the total is given. Then we write down the value of the mixed income. Here the value of the mixed income is 300 crore. So we write down over here. We add 500 total of the compensation of employees. Then we add under it, we add the total of the operating surplus, that is again 500. Then the total of the mixed income of self-employed 300. After considering all, we will get domestic income, that is 1300. I hope the point is clear. Try to see another question. In this question, what we have to do is we have to calculate GDP-MP. Here the salary and wages is given to us, profit is given, rent is given, compensation of employees is given, mixed income of self-employed is given, subsidies, consumption of fixed capital, that is depreciation, indirect taxes, NFIA, domestic income, interest, these are given. The very first thing is we have to draw the format. We write down compensation of employees, operating surplus, mixed income of self-employed, we will get domestic income. We have to calculate GDP-MP, so we have to add depreciation under it by applying the Germany nahi di mujhe Ferrari concept. So by applying the Germany ne nahi di mujhe Ferrari concept, what we do is to convert N into G, we have to add depreciation. Then we have to convert FC to MP. To convert FC to MP, what we have to do? We have to add net indirect taxes. After considering it, we will get NDP-MP. Now put the value and get the answer. Wages. Here the value of the wages is 325. Firstly, put all the items. Okay. Now read the question and we have to put the item. Okay. Salary and wages 325, but here the compensation of employees is given to us. Here the compensation of employees is given, that is 925, 975. Since the total is given to us, so we don't consider salary, wages, allowance, perquisites. But the total of the operating surplus is not given to us. You can see over here, individually, profit, rent, only these two items is given to us. So we consider it. Rent is 138. Interest, we don't have the value of the interest. Royalty is not given. Profit is 200 is given. The total of the operating surplus is 338. Value of the mixed income is 240. So we consider it. After considering compensation of employees, operating surplus and mixed income of self-employed, we will get 1553. We have to add depreciation. Here the value of the depreciation is 150. We have to add net indirect taxes. Here the indirect taxes is 35 and the subsidy written over here is 75. So we will get 45 negative. After considering, we will get the answer 1743. Let us see another question. In this question, what we have to do is we have to calculate the GDP-MP. GDP-MP is given to us, and we have to calculate what we have to calculate. Here we have to calculate the operating surplus. What is being given to us? GDP-MP. When we apply the income method, we will get NDP-FC. From the NDP-FC, we reach to the GDP-MP, and then we just calculate the operating surplus. Let us see how. Firstly, draw the format. Then what we have to do? We have to add depreciation. Then what we have to do? We have to add net indirect taxes. We will get GDP-MP. Fine. Then we apply Germany. While doing this, we can make use of this Germany Nahi Thi Mujhe Ferrari concept. Okay. Now let us put the value. The value of the GDP is given to us. Put the value, that is 1250. Indirect tax is given to us, that is 70. We can see over here. Net indirect tax is 70. Depreciation is given to us, that is 40. Here what we have to do is, we have to follow the reverse mechanism. When we are following the reverse mechanism, what happens? It means negative becomes positive and positive becomes negative. So to calculate NDP-FC, what we will do? We have to add 70 rupees and we have to add 40 as well. So here 70, here it is being written minus 70 and here it is being written plus 40. So what we will do? We will add 70 and we will deduct 40. We will get 1280. Mixed income of self-employed is given to us, that is 300. Compensation of employees is also given to us, that is 450. Listen, we know that NDP-FC is equal to compensation of employees plus operating surplus plus mixed income of self-employed. So to calculate the operating surplus, what we will do? We deduct compensation of employees, mixed income from the NDP-FC. Here we can see, from the NDP-FC we have to deduct compensation of employees, which is 450. At the same time we have to deduct mixed income, which is 300. After deducting these two items, we will get operating surplus. Let us see what is the operating surplus over here. We will get 530 operating surplus. I hope the question is clear to everyone. That's all I have in this video. Thanks for watching. God bless you all. Dear subscribers, if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe the channel and don't forget to press the bell icon so that whenever I upload the new video, you get the notification.